webinar, workshop, free masterclass, paid masterclass, 3-day challenge, 5-day challenge. Why these business models are working for some coaches and why they are failing for other coaches despite having same knowledge. So hi everyone, Krantesh this side. In this video, I'm going to decipher and tell you exactly why this is not happening for some coaches and why these models are working for some coaches. And I will also tell you about this what happened to me today Sunday. I have joined a very amazing community and I will recommend you to you also join in your city by the end of the video. But let's get down to the topic of the video. So before we understand that these things, webinar, workshop, 5-day challenge, 3-day challenge are a customer acquisition channels basically, so that you build the trust and the prospect believe in you, and then they either buy your L0 L1 level of program or maybe book a consulting call with you and then buy your high level program. Okay, so let's understand this. Why? Since I have been working with coaches and I have seen that most of the coaches fail in the beginning in their webinar workshop because they do not have some of the things that they should be having apart from the knowledge apart from the expertise they having. Okay, so first of all, so I will talk about the reasons of the low conversion rates, why people are not buying or not are interested in their webinar pitch or their main offer in the webinar. Second, I will also tell you that how one coach can improve all these points, all these things in their business models, right? Whether they be doing 3-day workshop, 5-day challenge, paid masterclass, free webinar, or any kind of things. All right. So first of all, the coaches generally do not have a clear proposition, that they do not have an understanding of their own offer, that what they are actually offering to the target audience. So what had really happened is that the prospect is not able to understand what they have in this webinar to gain. Okay, so lack of proposition is one thing, and the second thing is weak engagement from the coach side. The coach is behaving in a manner that he has the world's credibility and people will be already amazed because he's a TEDx speaker, he has this many of award. Actually, prospect do not care about these many things. Prospect actually care about what he is gaining from that webinar or workshop. Okay, he is there for his own benefit. He is not the credibility part is great. The credibility part is great, but you should also understand that it is about the prospect, it's not about you. It is about the customer who is listening to you. Now, so you always have to make them engagement in certain questions so that they feel that they are a part of this webinar and this is for them. Now, most of the coaches do generic webinar content delivery, generic things. They are not having that content that is giving the prospect a bulb on moments. Okay, something out of the box kind of thing. So recently I was in my case also, I was attending a stock market webinar, and the knowledge which I got from there was not the normal things, okay, which I usually get from YouTube videos and other things. So you need to understand that your webinar should have an extraordinary experience, extraordinary knowledge, okay, apart from the generic knowledge already available in the market. So this is something. So coaches need to personalize or niche down to the topic that is resonating with the specific type of audience. Okay, and it should not be like a general overview and there's no actionable insight or something on that end. And now fourth one is the coaches are not able to effectively bridge from telling the informational value to the sales pitch. Okay, so there's a transition happening when you are leaving the valuable stuff and going towards the pitching, when you are pitching your L0 offer or maybe your coaching consulting program. So the bridge should be very smooth so that the audience do not feel that it is become salesy. They should feel like that it's their part of it. Okay, it's actually they want to know more about your next level programs or offering. Okay, now something is on that is the pitch. The pitch is not effective. Okay, the sales pitch that in the webinar is more like pushy. Okay, like 10 minutes is to go, just buy now, or if you do not buy the price will go up. This fake people have understood these kind of thing, that these are the fake FOMO that coaches create. So what you need to understand is you need to be very much authentic about your pricing and everything, and you should incorporate the storytelling inside your webinar. Okay, so there should be a story that why you became a coach, why why you are doing this free webinar, why you are doing this paid webinar, the reason behind it. Maybe it could be some of the breakthroughs that you have gained in your life, or maybe something has happened in someone's life that has changed your beliefs, and now you have become a coach and now you want to really help people. Okay, doesn't matter, you are a coach because you really want to help people, and not because other people are doing it and you think that you also have some kind of expertise, but deeply you do not resonate with it, but deeply you don't actually want to, deeply you are copy pasting things. So these copy pasting things do not work for a longer term. Okay, and people are gonna not be associating with you for a longer period of time. Now, so you need to create real urgency, real offer kind of thing. It's not like you are doing fake kind of offers. If somebody is interested, then I will also let him in. So you need to stand firm upon your values, offering and everything. Now, sometimes what really happen is the coaches are really not prepared. When the coaches are not very technically equipped. So you should be very technically equipped with the webinar interface, the Zoom. If you are doing it on Zoom, so you should be knowing how to mute all the participants, how to allow someone to speak, how to use different models of meeting and webinar in the Zoom. If you're taking via Zoom, or there are many platforms like Webinar Jam, I don't know, there are many tools. Now the seventh point is lack of trust. Lack of trust. The new coaches or the less established brand are actually fail to establish credibility in the eyes of prospect. So why they are not able to create the trust? Because when you are talking to a cold set of audience, the audience do not know about you, much about you, your journey. They are not able to see your content organically. They will check before buying something. They will check out your social media profiles. They will check out your the type of content you are posting on social media and everything related to you. When you do not have a social media presence, your website, your landing page is not up to the mark. because the audience is experiencing the level of trust from many other coaches. Okay, so they compare you on that level. Okay, if you are not that good in communication, okay, if you're not good that in storytelling, if you are not having that kind of engagement energy inside you when you're taking a webinar, okay, the chances are that people are not going to trust you. The chances are that people are going to believe you. They will understand that it is just another informational webinar who's trying to sell, and they will move upon, right? Now, how you can now I want to talk about the points how you can improve the conversion rates. Okay, so first of all, you need to really understand your audience and their pain point. Is not, you should be like catering, my solution will help everyone in this world, I am this life coach, I can help any kind of problem, I can help wealth problem also, I can help in health problem also, I can help in relationship problem also. No, you should be very, very expert in some set of areas related in through these three niches. Okay, health, wealth and relationship. You should not be covering any kind of thing. You should be very specific that I help IT professionals get 100% salary hike in next 3 months. This is what I do, and this is what I have expertise in. I am a data science engineer, and I help IT professional to establish or transition a career into data science. Okay, so you have to be very firm about what you exactly do. So you need to understand your audience deeply, your target audience deeply, not the other way around, that you just you have some knowledge, some few pointers and everything. Now you are okay, I'm going to do a free webinar, I'm going to do this and that. No. Now, second thing that you can work upon is you can work upon your compelling hook, compelling story, compelling webinar slides. Okay, that actually grab the attention of your of your participants. Okay, and they actually made you, they actually make the prospect feel like, okay, what's going to happen next? Okay, I know this, but when this coach says something, it is something out of the world. Okay, the coach is always one step ahead. The coach or the expert who's taking the webinar is always one step ahead. He's not like he has knowledge one to like little bit of more than the participants. The coach should be always way ahead than the people, because that's why he is at the level. That's why he's coach, right? Now you also have to structure the webinar effectively. You have to structure the webinar very effectively. Like in the first part, if a webinar has, if you take a whole webinar of 90 minutes, then you can say the 30 minutes should be like introduction, the second 30 minutes would be like content delivery, in which you are also providing them 2-3 actionable tips, insight for quick wins, that your actual webinar is helping them a lot. Okay, and then you are transitioning naturally into the offering by connecting the values of your coaching to their goals. So that's why now you are getting into the pitch level. Okay, now fourth point is you have to use storytelling. You have to use storytelling in your business. Either it could be your personal stories, either could be your client success case study stories, so that you can create that emotional resonance with the participants. Okay, because people are emotional. We are human beings. We connect with stories, we connect with emotions, we connect with feelings, what we are feeling. So if you are able to make people feel what you actually want them to feel, what you are actually feeling, that is where your storytelling skills are gonna came into play. If you are being very technical, very knowledgeable, very expertise, people are not gonna resonate with you. They are not. If they want to do that, they must be like enrolling in some technical courses and doing some courses on Udemy or YouTube. They are in your webinar because they want to solve their one set of problems by attending your webinar. Okay, now fifth point is you can actively engage through question and answer, polls in WhatsApp participant group, or either during the webinar, so that you can share the exact kind of data to the participant, and then you can continue the webinar as per the participant feedbacks. Like for example, if I have 100 people in my Zoom room, and if I do not know what language my people are going to understand, is it Hindi, English, or mix of both of it, then if I'm doing completely in English, then the Hindi participants will obviously leave. Obviously will leave. And if you are taking the webinar in a mixed set of language which is resonating with both kind of participants, then it's good. They will be in the webinar. Okay, so you always have to address each of the you have to address each of the modules or the structure of your webinar in a very presentable manner, that the participant actually know that how they are gonna be spending their next 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever it's gonna be, right? Next, you should present your offer very clearly and very strongly. There should be no confusion about your offer when you are presenting on your webinar slide. So sometimes I see that the coach make the presentation very colorful, and the price is not actually making sense. The graphic is somewhere else. The whole proposition is not making sense to the participants. So you need to use a simple black and white kind of PPT, in which the proposition is very much clear that my offerings are these are my bonuses, and if you register in this webinar for the participants only, this is my offer, and if you guys are registering later, then this is the price, and that kind of offer strategy you must be having. Now you can give some offer discount for the people who are taking the immediate action inside the webinar, and there should be a different offer for people who are taking action later. Okay, maybe like you should always be offering some genuine scarcity. Like if you are offering 5 spots, then there is only 5 spots, and after 5 spots people have to pay. You actually have to showcase all these things, that you are actually genuine on your case. Then always showcase your social proof. If you do not have the social proof, then then work upon it, or you can buy your mentor's social proof that you have been a mentee of these many mentors, and that's why you are conducting this webinar, and that's why you are at position to take this webinar and help people further, right? You should send them emails, call, WhatsApp, so that you can gain their feedback of the webinars, that what are their expectation, is the expectation get fulfilled or not, on all these points. Okay, so now with this feedback you can now optimize your webinar, and you will also feel that this is what exactly my audience want to know, and this is what if this is I'm not delivering, then I have to add this point to make it very feasible. This is going to be like help you, and then you can test and improve every time webinar. So this is one thing that I really want to suggest to every online beginner coaches, or maybe if you are at a good stage also. Always optimize your webinar slides. Always, after each webinar, take feedback from your participant, and optimize your webinar slides. Or you can attend your industry leaders webinars, or you can just model it, that how they are doing it. Because if something is working for them, it will definitely gonna work for you, because it has been tested and tried for on many of the webinars. Okay, so do not use your brain, do not restructure the wheel, follow what's been already working in the market, right? Right. Now I'm going to tell you about some of the about communication skills. Why some of the people lack communication skills? They have expertise in their area of subject, but they do not have communication skills, and that is the reason that they are not able to engage audience with them, engage people around them. They are not able to communicate their message. It could be that they do not have an environment by which they must be getting that kind of energy to speak in English, or maybe communicating in English language. They are not able to pass the message. They are sounding boring. They do not have energy. There are no body movements. So if you are seeing my video, I always communicate with my hand gesture. I don't know why this is happening, because I guess this is now getting in my subconscious brain, that whenever I speak, my hand movements are there. So when you speak with hand gesture, people are gonna really resonating with you. Okay, so this is something that I wanna share with you, with your online coaches, that you can easily implement it. And also I want to tell you about the one thing that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. This Sunday, today, I have joined Toastmaster Club. It's an international and non-profit organization that help people building their communication and leadership skills. Since I run my advertising agency, and I really want to network to the high quality people, and that's why I want to improvise upon my communication skills and my leadership skills. That's why I have joined this organization, and today was my first day, and it was really amazing. And you know what I have learned? You do know what I have learned? It's not about speaking. It's not about speaking well. It's about observing. It's about hearing. It's about observing what the participant is doing, taking their feedback, and improvise on those points. And if you just do that in every stages of your English speaking skills, you will definitely gonna improve. The highs and lows, energy, the position. Okay, you can start by creating videos and putting it on social media, and then get feedback from people and improvise upon that. I have literally done this, and really it was my first day, but the mistake that I've done was very less. Okay, and it has only happened because I have started creating videos and make my voice public and my opinions very public. That what I really want to do, what I am really doing with my core area of expertise. So I hope everyone, this video is gonna useful for you. Thank you so much.